Hello, welcome back to Day Moon Tarot. We're going to do a energy reading for the fire sign collective. So that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Keep in mind, roles can be flipped, genders can be swapped, okay? Just because you have fire sign placements doesn't mean this is your message, all right? And you could have no fire sign placements, and I could describe the exact situation you're going through in your life. It just depends. You'll have to take what resonates and leave the rest. And most importantly, use your discernment. Okay? Fire signs. Let's get into it. For Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Holy Spirit, what's the message for the fire sign collective? We have my last day in the light. Unexpected endings, surprise changes, sudden shifts. So something is happening that maybe you are not quite prepared for. You didn't see it coming. This is giving tower moment energy, all right? A shocking change. Maybe this is changing the way you, well, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. Let's get some more cards. That death will come, mortal, finite, fragile. Finite? Am I saying that right? Yeah, finite. So yeah, something is definitely coming to an ending. This is like a permanent ending. So some of you could be experiencing a breakup. Hopefully this isn't about like a literal ending. My condolences if it is, but something has definitely ended for forever. Transgression, flaws, contradictions, mistakes. So this ending came about. It was unexpected. You didn't see it coming. It probably was a very dramatic shift, I'm thinking. This could have been something that hurt you. Like, this was like a painful ending. I'm picking up on someone who's having a hard time not only putting this situation behind them, but forgiving someone. Someone's holding on to like the pain or some type of resentment or animosity regarding this reading. It could be someone could even be looking to get revenge. Okay, it's almost like turning pain into vengeance. Someone feels slighted. Someone's shadow side is coming out to play. What's this message, please, Holy Spirit? We have Knight of Cups reversed. Nine of Wands reversed. The World. And then we have King of Wands reversed. King of Wands is that fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you or someone else, you could be dealing with another fire sign, but they're coming up in the reverse. So King of Wands is someone impulsive, reckless, someone who's aggressive, someone who's just like ruthless for no reason. Knight of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, the World, and King of Wands reversed. So someone is deciding to end something. Maybe there's someone who feels as if they had to put up with a lot in this dynamic. It's like they've been running out of steam. Like they've just been running on fumes regarding whatever this situation is for quite some time, until finally it's like it probably did come out of nowhere because this person kind of reached their breaking point. They just came to the decision that I just really can't do this anymore. Knight of Cups reversed. Let's clarify. What's Knight of Cups, please? Knight of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. So that's Gemini energy. So if this is something romantic, okay, either you or the other person had an issue with, it's like this person just wanted, they just were there for like a good time. Maybe one person like viewed this dynamic or this relationship as something that was very serious, something they were committed to, something they were seeking a higher level of commitment from. This is something that they felt like on a soul level, like this is my person. But the other person viewed it as something more casual. And maybe this wasn't apparent. This is something that they never really addressed, or maybe this was just a conversation they kind of just skirted around whenever it would get brought up. But this person they were spreading their energy everywhere. Let's just say that. King of Wands is not known for being loyal or faithful. King of Wands is not relationship material at all. They're very passionate, right? But they're also very flighty. And then the Knight of Cups too. The Knight of Cups gives like breadcrumbing energy. They give a little and they expect a lot in return. So I'm thinking the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands are the same energy. It doesn't have to be though. We'll keep going so that this will start to make sense. But someone in this dynamic has reached their breaking point. We have water sign, we have Gemini, we have water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, we have Gemini, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have some earth out here. Okay, let's just continue. What else, Holy Spirit, for this message? We have the Queen of Wands upright. So the Queen of Wands was looking for something, was expecting a higher level of commitment. Or maybe that's what it was for a while. Okay. Two of Swords. So the Queen of Wands has put up her boundaries, or she is weighing those decisions. She hasn't decided whether or not she's going to continue with this. She hasn't decided if this is something worth fighting for anymore. Ace of Coins or Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. It's like the Queen of Wands is taking a step back, right? She's taking a step back and she's trying to decide whether or not she wants to continue fighting for this relationship. It could be like, it could be friends, all right? It doesn't have to be romantic. Whenever I see the Lovers card, I think of like, you know, marriage, like marriage, love, that kind of thing. It could just be between a relationship between two family members as well. But whatever that is gonna differ depending on who you are. But the Queen of Wands, she's been stuck on this decision. She doesn't know whether or not she wants to continue with this dynamic. The Ace of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles shows me that there's a lot, she believes a lot can come from this relationship. She sees it as a very valuable investment. But it's like what she's getting out of it with the Page of Pentacles is just, it's not measuring up. The Page of Pentacles is just like a crumb compared to the Ace of Pentacles. It's still something, but it's not like its full potential. It's just like something you would start off with. It's like a little seed that you plant and you hope that it grows into something. Whereas the Ace of Pentacles is almost like a divine gift. So Queen of Wands and King of Wands, those are soulmates, you know, but the King of Wands is in reverse. So for whatever reason, he's operating out of karmic energy, whereas the Queen of Wands, she's looking for something that isn't karmic. And with the world here is telling me too that this is like a continuous cycle. It's like this relationship is on a loop where nothing really progresses. If anything, she's losing more than she's gaining. With the World card, it's just like a continuous cycle of the same shit, month after month after month after year after year after year. Bottom of the deck, we have, oh, you guys can't see that, 3 of Pentacles, and we also have 3 of Swords along with the Emperor. So someone is, maybe there was an argument. It looks like there could have been an argument that happened, and that argument caused a lot of like emotional pain. Someone was deeply hurt by something that was said. It looks like someone is deciding to take control, take back their power. Let's continue. What else, please, Holy Spirit, for the air sign? Some of you could be dealing with the air sign. For the fire sign collective, we have Four of Swords. And then we have Seven of Cups. So someone has taken the time. They've been taking the time to really sit back and just doing a lot of thinking. Maybe they're finally, with the Two of Swords, that's like you're having a hard time connecting to your intuition, right? But with the Four of Swords, that's more of a environment where you can sit back and relax and connect, you know, connect to your intuition, connect to what it is that you're feeling. If you're having a hard time seeing, then you can connect more to what you're feeling. That's what I get from the Four of Swords. And she's starting to realize some things. She's seeing through, you know, she's starting to see through the illusions that has been keeping her on this hamster wheel, on this cycle that just like doing the same thing over and over and over again. And no matter how much she wants something to be different, nothing's changing. She's thinking about Seven of Pentacles. She's thinking about everything that she put into this relationship. Queen of Cups reverse. So she's seeing things differently now. She's seeing through this illusion. She's seeing why things are on a continuous cycle of no growth, right? And I think with that realization, she is intentionally removing her heart and her feelings out of this equation. So whereas maybe in the past, she would allow how she felt about this connection, how she felt about her partner to keep her in this cycle, right? But now she's disconnecting from that. She's disconnecting from her heart space, unfortunately. But with some situations, you have to do that. And we have Ten of Pentacles. What's Ten of Pentacles? So it doesn't look like she's losing anything. If anything, it looks like, whoop, that's a lot. Let's see, Ace of Pentacles, or Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't look like she's losing anything. If anything, she started off with an Ace of Pentacles, right? And then all she was getting out of that Ace of Pentacles was the Page of Pentacles, just like a fraction, a little tiny fraction of the Ace of Pentacles. But after she decides to leave, right, she's leaving this opportunity. We have Ace of Wands reverse, and then we have Eight of Cups. That shows walking away from a, walking away from a missed opportunity. Yeah, so it looks like she's actually leaving with more than what she had coming in to this collaboration. I think the Ten of Pentacles could also too represent the potential, right? The potential of what that Ace of Pentacles could have grown into had it been nurtured and cared for properly, had both people been on the same wavelength. But it's like she doesn't have the fight in her anymore to continue, you know, hoping for something to change. She doesn't have the fight in her anymore to stay in this same cycle anymore. So Eight of Cups is out here. So someone is walking away. There's a lack of motivation. There's a lack of passion. What else for the fire sign collective? I want to know about this King of Wands, actually. Give me something on the King of Wands, please, Holy Spirit. Tell us more about this King of Wands. We have Knight of Swords. So someone is very angry. King of Wands is already a crash out ass energy anyway. But with the Knight of Swords, that's just like volatility, like hostility, anger. This is like shoot first, ask questions last. That's that kind of energy. So he is having a little bit of a mentee bee right now. High Priestess. More about the King of Wands. Let me put this over here, actually. It's like he almost wants to like bargain with you now. He's like, okay, well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? What do I need to give you? What do I need to say? What do you want? So whereas he was giving, you know, the Queen of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands, right? She saw the potential for an Ace of Pentacles with this relationship, but all she was getting was a page, right? So now it looks like the King of Wands is wanting to offer more, or he wants to start showing up in a different way, showing that he can be, maybe giving her a little glimpse of the potential that she saw. What else for the King of Wands? She already sees through this illusion though. We have Three of Wands. So he's hoping if I offer you something, right? He's hoping that that'll be enough to keep you waiting. That'll be enough to like keep you on the hook just for just one more cycle, or I don't know what he's waiting for actually. What's the High Priestess? He's already getting on my nerves. I can't stand energies like this. What's the High Priestess? Oh, my card fell. Oh shoot. High Priestess, we have the Chariot reversed, upright or reversed. Oops, upright or reversed. And we have Temperance reversed. High Priestess, intuitively, the Queen of Wands knows that to stay in this any longer, it's not going to bring about the results that she would hope for. Intuitively, she knows this. She's tapping into, you know, her intuition, her higher self, and she knows that this is not a fruitful union. Intuitively, she knows this. What else, please, Spirit, for this message? Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords again. So the Queen of Wands has completely stopped investing. She's not giving any more of her time, any more of her energy, any more of her resources into this connection. I mean, she's already made the decision to walk away, so why would she continue to invest anything else into it? But the Knight of Swords is showing up again as a very angry energy, a very hostile energy. It's like Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, and what's the King of Pentacles reversed? Okay, I think that's the King of Wands actually. So Queen of Wands, she no longer wants to invest in this anymore, right? That makes the King of Wands very angry, but she is no longer planning, she's no longer planning to, actually, what is Two of Wands? Let's clarify Two of Wands. Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. Is that upright or reversed? That's reversed. Okay. So remember how I was saying that the Queen of Wands is actually leaving with more than, she's leaving with more than what she came in with. She's leaving with more than what she invested in this relationship. So that's the reason why this King of Wands reverse is actually angry. That's the reason why he's upset. Because I couldn't figure out, like, why is he so angry just because she decides to leave? It's because she's taken everything with her. So whatever abundance that was shared between the two of them, she's taken that with her. That's leaving the King of Wands in a very financially unstable position, right? So he's not worried about her walking out of his life forever. Like, oh my God, I'm losing, you know, my spouse. He's not worried about that. Sorry, I ran out of space just that fast. So the King of Wands is worried about, okay, well, what does that mean for me financially? I'm going to be alone and having to figure out a way to recover from, you know, whatever losses that he took after you walked away. So that's where his concern is. He's not really worried about this relationship. His main focus is more on his own stability. Okay, so It's giving sugar baby, okay? I don't know if you signed up to be a sugar mama or a sugar daddy, but it's giving sugar baby. Sugar baby's mad because you're taking away his allowance. Yeah, let's close it out by seeing what the outcome, what's the outcome? Holy Spirit, tell us what's the outcome. What's the outcome for the individuals in this reading? We have Justice in the reverse. Oy. So Justice in the reverse, 8 of Swords, and then 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Cups reversed, 2 of Cups reversed, and Death. So because the Queen of Wands, because she was genuine in her approach to this commitment, to this relationship she had with the King of Wands, and because he just couldn't get it together, the King of Wands is going to be trapped in his head regarding this heartbreak. I think it is going to hit him like the realization of, okay, this is never coming back together again, because we have the Death card out here. We have the Death card, and then we also have the 2 of Cups. So not only is this a permanent separation, a permanent breakup, a permanent disconnection, whatever you want to call it, the Queen of Wands might not even ever want to talk to him again, right? So this is like the beginning of a no contact situation, right? So because of how things turned out, maybe the King of Wands thought that this was just a cycle that him and the Queen of Wands were gonna get dizzy from forever, right? But because of how serious she was with her cutoff game, okay, that's gonna leave him stuck in his head regarding this breakup for a long time, and he's gonna be left to deal with the emotional loss and the emotional pain from that for a while. So yeah, fire signs, that is your reading. Well, let me ask this. What about for the Queen of Wands? What's the outcome for the Queen of Wands? We have the Moon, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Is this upright or reversed? And the Tower. So the Moon reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, the Tower reversed, 2 of Cups reversed. So I think there's something to this relationship, to this commitment, that she probably won't even find out about until later. There's some secrets, or there's like something hidden going on, and that came out under the Justice card. So there's some type of injustice, some type of something that was hidden, something that hasn't been brought to the light yet, that happened regarding this home, regarding this marriage. And because the Queen of Wands made the very wise decision to end things and close out this cycle with this King of Wands, she is avoiding a tower. Has she stayed in this dynamic? Has she decided to stay in this continuous cycle of bullshit? Then who knows what would have happened? Who knows whatever this tower was would have been had it came out in the upright. But it's in the reverse. So that is like dodging a bullet. Okay, fire signs. So that's going to be your reading, guys. I really tried to keep this short. I am going to work on keeping my readings under, I say like 12 minutes. I think is good, because 20 is kind of a lot. But it just gets so interesting, you know? That's what I love about tarot. It's like putting together a story. So yeah, if you guys have made it to the end of this video, I hope that it resonated. I hope you were able to get what you needed from it. Please do like the video, subscribe to my little channel. I would appreciate it. Okay, become my day one now, right? Don't wait to try to jump on the bandwagon once I start blowing up. Okay, if you're gonna be loyal, you got to start from the bottom right here with me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.